I had the history strand, and the learning theory that went along with it that we're using is social learning with some direct instruction. The most challenging part about this assignment was really trying to squeeze all of the history strand content K through 6 into one 10-minute lesson, because there's a lot of history, historical figures, events, and different extra things included in it. Working with vertical teams really helped me to understand how important it is to go in depth with the content and really try and see how far in depth they need to go to be prepared for the next level. It really helped to look at the big picture of they're not just in first grade, they're going to eventually move to second grade. The biggest thing I didn't really understand or know about before doing this assignment was just mainly the content of history, the different events with the dates or the historical figures and what they did. So it really opened my eyes and helped me to know that just a little bit better than what I did and have a better understanding. With this lesson, having a diverse group and different demographics will help, or might be challenging to have some accommodations. In my classroom, there's a bunch of diversity, and there's parents or kids who live with grandparents, foster parents, both their parents, or single parents, and they have lots of different learning styles or learning abilities, and so it's sure important to accommodate all of these, and some of them are gifted and some of them aren't, and there's a student who has narcolepsy, and so it's important that all of these are touched on and help and are accommodated in different aspects. And so one way that I can do that is our original lesson is they're going to be divided into two groups, and they're going to have different cards, and one of them is going to have the event or a person or a holiday, and they're going to have to match it with the year or what happened or who that person was, what they did. So one thing that we can do to accommodate is the students will have flashcards, and the flashcards, just like in our activity, will have different events and they'll have pictures on them. So this will help Hayden with the visual spatial learning style. And then once they're finished, they'll each have their own card, and one will have the definition and one will have the word or the event or whatever it is. And so they'll have to move around the classroom and try to find their match. And find what event goes with what information, and this really helps Johnny win with being bodily kinesthetic learner, and Morgan with interpersonal learning style, and she's interacting with others to find their match. And so once they find their match, then they can put all of the events into chronological order and make sure that it's number order and that it works, and this helps James with his logical mathematical learning style. And after they put it into order, all of the students will get to choose their favorite event, favorite person that they learned about, different things, the holidays or any of the extras, their favorite thing that they had covered in that day, and they'll get to write a poem, a letter, or a story about whatever their favorite topic is. And this will really help Lee Tran with interpersonal learning style, and Meredith with linguistics, and Sarah with musical, having a musical learning style. And so it's really important that all of these children have a different accommodations, and that they are getting their needs and meeting the needs that need to be met so that they can have a fully maximized learning while they're in the classroom.